Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back for another video, and welcome to the end of the Kro Khad fusion. Now, I'm still nowhere near sold on this champion. I've got him because maybe my mind will be changed, a bit like it did with Tholin. I've done everything in the event except for champion chase, which means I've only got 5 more fragments to get. There is a potential to get 15, I just need my 5, and to be perfectly honest, I don't want to spend any more resources, or resources just at the very minimum if I have to. So today I'm going to finish this fusion. I'm probably not going to pull him, I'm probably going to save it for a little while, but that is kind of going to be the main lesson of today's video. But guys, before we go any further, just to let you know, there will be a promo code written in the description and the pinned comment of this video. This is going to get you off to a head start in raid with champions like Elenaril, Fayne, Uugo and Tagoar as you level up your account. And if you want that, just follow these instructions. Log out of Play Area and Play on your PC and uninstall the game. Click the link in the description, register with a brand new email address, log in, complete your tutorial, go to your inbox and claim your first free champion. Don't miss out on this one. This is a solid start in raid. Just click the link below, get your goodies today. So how do you make champion chase easy for you when you simply cannot be bothered or maybe don't even have resources to spend? My answer is always going to be, and this is, you can't do this every time. If you get into the habit of doing this, trust me, it's going to save you at least once and there's nothing wrong with that. The answer for me is actually the rewards from Doom Tower. Now, if you do normal, you're going to get epics as a reward. If you do hard, you're going to get legendaries. Obviously, legendaries are going to give you more points, but the way you get them is you do your secret rooms. Every time you get 100 fragments, it allows you to get the next legendary. Now, I'm just going to pull up the list of ones that are available, and over on HH Gaming here, we can see them. So these are the epics from doing normal. I would actually argue that these top 2 are some of the best champions available, especially when you consider they're free. Dark Kale is also amazing. The rest of them, really not so much. But what we're talking about today is the legendaries. Now, just a whistle-stop tour going down them. Thea the Tomb Angel, she's alright, she's not going to change your account. Urost the Soul Cage arguably has the most application if you're looking to down the Scarab boss, but it's incredibly slow. Gomlock Skyhard, rubbish. Val, not really. Basatha, not so great. Vassal of the Seal, not great. Chromax Moonblood, not great. Gronjar, also not great. And the final reward, Jinro, is just not great. So my advice to you, and hopefully the biggest takeaway from this video, is when you get them, don't pull them. If you bother to build them up, book them, do the masteries for them, you are just going to waste an ungodly amount of time, energy and resources. And those are the 3 things that we never have enough of in this game. What you should do is save them. Save them for a rainy day like today. Now, I've only got 2 left because I've kind of had to do this for a couple of fusions. But even if you just see along here, I mean, I've got Empress ready to pull. I've got Gronjar and Chromax, and as well as probably a deck of Fate champion Bells, who I think I have actually since pulled from a shard. But what I've got here are backup points. I mean, for this event, I think Empress would get me 1,000 points, Gronjar 500, Chromax 500, Bells 500. That is essentially enough to do most fusions right there. So save them, because when you feel like I feel today and I don't want to burn the shards, I've got a decent amount of shards, but the only event on is a void event, and I spent all of my void shards chasing Senna, which don't do that, that was bad. And I've also got remnant summon. So just save, save, save. Don't get sucked in by, oh, I've got that thing, I now have to pull it. Save them for a day like today. So I'm actually just going to keep this video very, very short. I am going to pull whatever I need to do to get this fusion done, hopefully just without spending too much. I'm actually thinking about pulling Empress because I would really like to build him up for Siege and general PvP stuff. Normally I would wait for personal rewards CVC, but I can make those points up in other ways. So let's just hit the Remnant Summon, see where it leaves us. If we only get an epic, then we'll need to change plan, but you never know. You might get a legendary, not a legendary, a mythical, even better. Let's get one of them. Let's see what happens. No, we got an epic. That's fine. Really good epic though. A Mr. Geomancer. Okay, so back to the drawing board. I need 1,300 points in total, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just double check that while we're here. Yep, I need 1300 points, so I've now got 250, hasn't refreshed there yet. You know what, I'm really tempted by Empress, and let's actually just do it. It's been a little while since we've had a mythical on this account, and I've wanted this guy for so long. So come at me, Empress. You have been my saving grace for this fusion. Now, I really want to do a video on this guy because everything I've seen is super high end, and I'd like to sort of scale it back to make it slightly more realistic. But there he is. That's another mythical on the account, and that only leaves 50 points left to get. And because I seem to be an absolute glutton for punishment, I'm just going to pull a couple of void shards and just hope. You never know. Not you again. Huntress again. That's it. That's me lot. That's me fusion absolutely done. Sawai Firstborn, she's not very good. Here we go. This is the end of my fusion, and we'll just double check we've got everything. Yes, we do. Kro Khad is in here, and again, to follow my own advice, Kro Khad is going to stay in here for a little while. I don't need him for anything at the moment. Maybe I'll wait till Clan v Clan is personal rewards or something. But there you go. That is my tip. It's no different from all the other tips I give you, and ultimately it always comes down to one thing. Just because you have something, it doesn't mean you have to use something. Save, save, save. Fusions become a lot easier. The game becomes a lot less stressful. And hopefully you'll just have a little bit more fun playing the game and maybe not have to spend any more money. Guys, before we wrap up this video, there's just one more thing I wanted to talk about, and it's not actually related to the fusion, but it is just based on an event we've just had. Now, we just had the 2x for Soulstones, and I know a lot of people that went incredibly hard on this event, some that spent upwards of about $1,000 to do this, and like probably most people, they ended up incredibly disappointed. I was actually incredibly lucky during this. I had a champion in my wish list, and I actually got the 6-star for him. That happened to be Marius, but you know, not flex. This is not flex. This is just simple maths. I did some maths, and the number I came out with in the end was absolutely staggering. So just as a sort of final note, if you went hard on this event and got nothing, I'm kind of hoping that this number that I found might actually make you feel slightly more relieved, and hopefully will stop you from wanting to essentially bankrupt yourself trying to do it again. Here it is. So forgive me, I'm going to have to read off my phone for this because there's no way I could memorize this. The chances of pulling a 6-star legendary soul that you've put in your wish list during a 2x event, which is about the best chance you can possibly give yourself, is as follows. From a mortal soulstone, you've got a 0.0000583% chance of getting one, which would equate to pulling roughly 1.7 million mortal soulstones.
Mind blown.
From an immortal soulstone, it's 0.001049%, which would equate to 95,300 soulstones. And if you went via the eternal route, you've got a 0.008745%, which would equate to pulling roughly 11,400. Now, in terms of monetary cost, this is wild. From mortals to get your 6-star, or maybe not actually get it, but £2,572,311. From immortals, £476,500. And from eternals, £22,860.
How did I spend that much money?
So if you didn't get what you want, don't feel bad, because never before I'd actually worked it out did I realize just how stacked against us the odds are. So, you know, don't despair if you didn't get what you want. I was very lucky. It doesn't always work out like that. But yeah, just keep that in your mind in case you're thinking about either rage quitting this game, or you're absolutely convinced that next time an event is on, you're going to spend a ton of money. Don't do it. So on that lovely note, it's time to end the video. Thank you all for watching. Please let me know how your fusion went, and you know, are you going for the Titan event? I'm certainly not. I just simply don't have it in me, and I just want to go back into saving mode. So once again, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. See you on the next one.